Namaste, and welcome to this brief Vinyasa flow. Please come to the top of your mat. We'll start here in Samasthitihi, connecting with the Ujjayi breath, grounding and rooting through all four corners of the feet, and drawing the attention and awareness inside. Releasing the hands down at the sides in Tadasana, feeling your rootedness, connecting with a sense of strength and integrity. And we'll move through 3 rounds of Sun A. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Bend the knees a bit here, walking out the knees. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into high plank. Take a breath in. On your exhale, knees to the floor, chest tension to the floor, Ashta Pranam. Hips slide forward, strong spine. Exhale back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths or so. Walk this first one out. Pedaling the legs. Awakening through the hips and the shoulders. Just take what you need here. Last breath in. And as you exhale, gaze forward to the hands. Walk your feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Gaze to thumbs. Exhale, hands around to the heart. Round 2. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, dive forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. Again, take a breath in here. And exhale with control, knees, chest, and chin, or knees down, half chaturanga. Inhale through locust or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4. Last inhale. And as you exhale, gaze forward, step or float, feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands around to the heart, Samasthitihi. Last round, inhale, send the arms out and up. Exhale, dive forward, hinging from hips. Halfway lift. On inhale, send your heart to the horizon. Exhale, step back and lower down. So one exhale to step back and lower down. Full chaturanga if you like. Big inhale into up dog or locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3, 2, 1. Shift the shoulders forward over the wrists, high plank position, but bend the knees and come up onto the very balls of the feet. Knees hover just above the floor here. Yep, draw your front ribs in. Feel that strength of your core. Shoulder blades separating away from the spine. Use your Ujjayi breath. Good. Now, lightly place your knees down to the mat. Bring the feet together. Keep the toes tucked under. And let's start by just pressing the weight back into the feet as if we're in child's pose with the chest well off the floor. Just to open the feet, you can either stay here or if you like, walk the hands back, shoulders directly over the hips. Toes tucked under, toe squat. Let's circle the shoulders here. Big circles, releasing any tension. Other direction. Very good. Hands come down onto the mat. Lift up and back, downward facing dog, and walk your feet to your hands. Feet are together. preparing for a really low chair pose, bend the knees really deeply. Bending the knees deeply, try to shift the weight into the heel. So the knees are directly over the ankles. Now begin to reach the hands forward. Hands are level with shoulders, so palms not touching, but hands wide apart, palms facing each other. Let the tailbone start to get heavy as you peel the chest up away from the thighs. Continue to shift the weight into the heels. Your gaze can be forward on the floor, so the back of the neck's long. Breathe here. Knitting those front ribs in. You'll start to feel it. Feeling the strength of your core, feeling the strength in your legs supporting you. We're going to stay here maybe a little bit longer than you think. So use your breath, stay with it. See if you can sit a little deeper. Good, last bit here, palms touch. Try to lift the thumbs to the sky. Keep sitting deep. 3, 2, 1. Let yourself melt down. Heel toe your feet, hips distance apart, ragdoll. Hands reach for opposite elbows here. Head tucks under, knees can be bent or straight. Let your torso sway. Release any tension from the lower back. Left fingertips under the face. Left knee bends deeply. Inhale, sweep your right arm up, taking a twist. Exhale, right fingertips down, right knee bends. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, both hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. In your down dog, feel your pelvis nice and neutral. Step your left foot a little bit more towards the midline and send your right leg up to the sky. Now we're going to lift this right leg really slowly, focusing on a neutral pelvis. So keeping the pelvis nice and neutral, which means the right hip is going to keep dropping down, even as you lift up through the inside of the right heel and hug that right leg into the midline. Now sink down into your foot on the floor. Knit your front ribs in. Press through the hands to get long through the spine. Keep lifting the heel. Feel that squeeze all through the buttocks. Now your leg might not be as high as it usually is. That's fine, because we're really keeping the pelvis nice and neutral today. A lot of times we get that leg really high when we stack the right hip on top of the left, which isn't what we're doing. So with neutral pelvis, take one more breath. Lift your left heel, the one on the floor, lift that really high. And exhale, step your right foot through between the hands and drop your left knee down onto the floor. Hands come up, inhale. Exhale, pulse down. One more. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, pulse down and into a twist. Wrist to the outside of the knee or elbow for prayer twist. Breathe here. As you exhale, take your left hand to the mat directly under the shoulder. Shift your weight back onto the left knee, the back knee, and send your right foot a little bit further back. Side plank. Let's take a supported one first. Making sure, again, the wrist is directly under the shoulder. Straighten your back leg and roll onto the outer edge of that back foot. Now we have the right foot here to support. Right arm goes up, Vashisthasana, a nice supported version. If you want a little more, stack the right foot on top and lift the underside of your body up to the sky. Breathe. Last breath in. Good. Exhale, hand to the mat and move through a vinyasa. Downward facing dog, smooth out the breath. Paying attention to the pelvis as we lift left leg up now. So the left leg rises, pelvis stays neutral. Squeeze the left heel in towards the midline. Lift through the left heel, but keep dropping your left hip down. Now sink into right heel on the floor. Draw your front ribs in and press through your hands. Relax the head. Feel everything awake, engaged, and alive. Last breath in. Exhale, use that back foot as you step your left foot forward between the hands. Right knee to the floor. Hands come up to hips. Inhale. Exhale, pulse down. Inhale to back out. Right arm goes up. Adding in the twist, lunging forward. About 5 breaths here. Last full breath. Releasing into Vashisthasana. Side plank, right hand comes down under the right shoulder. Step your left foot back a little bit. Lift your back knee, roll onto the outer edge of the foot. Left arm to the sky, stay here, or stack the feet one on top of the other. Breathe. Last breath in. Good. Exhale, hand down, downward dog, or move through Vinyasa. Following what feels good for you today. Smooth out your breath, downward facing dog. And exhale the knees down to the floor for child's pose. Hips onto heels, forehead to the mat. Arms are relaxed. I'm grounding in here. This is where I'll leave you today. Just a short, energizing practice. You're welcome to go about your day from here. Finish out with some deep stretches on the floor in a Shavasana. Whatever you need. Thank you for practicing here today. I appreciate you. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.